Okay, I think we should be live. Yes, we're live. Awesome. Okay, guys, good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. We're going to be doing some live TA, some questions, and all that good stuff that we normally like to do on the live streams. Again, we are going to be doing live streams every single Wednesday from now on, and we're going to make sure some questions and all that good stuff that we do. I can hear something now. Live streams. Again, we are going to be doing live streams every single Wednesday. Okay. There we go. So we're going to be doing live streams every single Wednesday, and then we're going to be doing members only live streams on, I think, Sundays. But that's going to be in our community, so it won't be on YouTube. It'll just be for the VIP members. I do want to make sure that we are fully live. Yes, we are fully live. Good morning, brother. I'm a long fan of yours. Oh, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, bro. You don't have to be a fan though. I don't like the word fan. We're just all one big QNT family or crypto family, whichever coin you support. Um, but yeah, if you want me to go through any chart, just let me know, and we'll get it started. I do want to share the live stream to quite a few um people. I want to share it to my Telegram group, and I want to share it to Twitter. So just bear with me. If you want to drop the coin that you want me to cover, then feel free to do it now. Uh, we'll do this and then this. Still just trying to get used to live streaming, to be honest. I want to set the camera up and stuff, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Quite a few things. Hey, spaghetti regretti. There's no way you got an actual spaghetti, uh, like, like picture now. No way. That's so cool. Let me share this to Twitter as well. Hopefully the audio is good. I know it might be a little bit loud in the background because there's a lot of construction going on here in the Middle East while we're still getting popped. It's crazy. So yeah, guys, feel free to drop whatever coins you want. I'll be here for like 45 minutes today, maybe an hour maximum. Because we got quite a few things we need to get through, and I've got so many videos I need to make. We're currently up in the amount of videos that we're doing. We're trying to do 3 a day. I know over the past 2 days we've done 2, but I'm making quite a few extra videos for the VIP group. A little bit of an echo, not much. You know what? I think I know what the echo is as well, to be honest. Um, yeah. We'll check gold and silver right now, actually. We'll start off with gold. Because we've been trying to get in gold for so long. Oh my days. Look at it. Oh man. Look how close it came to our support box. If there's a little echo, I can get rid of that. I think it's because my apartment, like my house is like I'm speaking close to next to like a wall. I think it's bouncing off it. So I think that's what it is. But yeah. Gold. How close were we to our support box? 1.4%. Are you kidding me? We were 1.4% away from taking a long. And if we did take a long, we would be up 91% on 10x leverage right now. That is painful. I'll be honest though, I still want gold to dump now. I want gold to dump to support. And that's just me being biased because we didn't get in. We didn't get in. We missed it. We missed it. So it's annoying. It is annoying. What percentage is it back to support? I don't know. I wonder what's gonna happen today because I know you're from Australia, so I know that you guys are having I think your prime minister's having like a press conference today. I know that the UK is as well. and I think one more country is having another meeting as well today, like publicly. So I wonder if they're gonna like announce that they're going to war with Iran. I wonder if they're gonna do it because the US isn't playing at the moment, and Trump's really not playing. He keeps on saying like, if you guys want to get oil and you guys want to open the strait, then you guys do it because we're just gonna go in and take what we want. So I don't know how this is gonna play out. That's one thing I'm worried about for today and for the rest of this month. Damn, yeah, that hurt. Catch the short and then the long hold. I don't know if I want to short it. That's the thing. I don't know if I want to short it. I do want to long it though. That's the thing. I do want to. Yeah, we need it bad. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I just want a good month. I mean, obviously we closed our first green monthly candle on Bitcoin in I think 6 months or 5 months or something like that. If we have a look, we'll do it on this chart. We'll have a look at the monthly. Yeah, we had our first monthly green close in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. What a horrible 5 months it's been just across the market. But look at this monthly. Oh my gosh. Don't tell me we're gonna get a juicy monthly bullish divergence. Once this rolls over, it's confirmed like we're gonna have absolute crazy rally because you know what happened this one? We didn't have a confirmed bullish divergence, even though we went to all-time highs and stuff. That was amazing, right? But we had hidden bullish divergence this bull run. That's why I keep saying like I'm not a huge fan of the 4-year cycle because the previous cycles we've had bullish divergence across the chart. This time we didn't. We had hidden bullish divergence, even though we put a nice all-time high in. Are we gonna set up to have a similar run like we did all the way till 2021? That's something to keep in mind. Um, Someone saying evening. Oh, dude, evening? Where are you currently in the world? I'm a QNT Maxi, but since you asked, curious about RBNT. Although early in the chart looks horrible. Yeah, I can check it out, bro. Let me just finish covering this Bitcoin setup. We have to start with Bitcoin, and then we're gonna go back to silver because we covered gold. Gold is just one of them ones now that we're just waiting to come back into our zone to look to long it. Front runners a little bit here in the VIP group. Oh, I love your Zebek video. Honestly, bro, thank you so much. We've never covered Zebek before. Someone paid for 10 videos, like I said in the like I said in the video. We had we got 9 to go. And if you guys like really like Zebek, and it's clear quite a few people do who are already subscribed to the channel, we might put it into rotation. So we might add it to maybe daily uploads or maybe every 2-day uploads. It can be challenging for new guys to understand what I'm talking about sometimes. So if you haven't watched the how to trade video, I know it's nearly 2 hours long. I do apologize for that. Um, you can watch the free crypto course that I have on YouTube. It's completely free. Like you can just watch it at any time. It will be pinned, um, maybe in the top right at some point. If it's not, then you can just go to my channel and check it out there. You can just watch each individual video from there, and yeah. So this is a chart that I was showing to the VIP group in summer, and I said there's a few things I would like to see happen, and there's a few areas where Bitcoin would like to bounce. I said bulls don't want to lose this level up here, 107.03. Once they did, it was obvious that it's a good time to get a short. The time to get out of the short was soon as we hit the 0.786 at 84,000. So you can get out of the short there. Ended up having another rally straight to the top in around the 0.618. Had another rejection, and that leads us to where we are today. And it's so important to understand why I kept on saying this is the deepest possible range we can go to keep a bullish count alive before we reach our bear market targets. And so many people were like, oh, but what happens if the 4-year cycle is alive? Or and it can be, it can be. I'm just one of them guys who are not sticking to it at the current time because we've been in the second largest decline in Bitcoin's history. Time-wise, not percentage-wise, so let's just get that right, okay? Percentage-wise, this isn't the worst Bitcoin's ever performed. It's actually performed really well from the previous all-time highs of, let's see exactly how much it is. The maximum we went down is 51%. Currently, we're down 45%. But the time that we've been going down for is the second longest in Bitcoin history. With that being said, we are now starting to get bullish divergence on the monthly time frame on Bitcoin. We've not had a confirmed monthly bullish divergence on Bitcoin since 2015, going all the way until 2019. And that's obviously played us all the way into 2021 with that massive, massive run that we had over here. You know, that's what happened. This bull run, the last run that we had up, again, it was an amazing high. It was really nice. I mean, to go from $15,000 all the way to what is it, $124,000, $125,000. Incredible. Like, what a performance. Let's be honest, it's an incredible performance. But that was done on hidden bullish divergence. So imagine what it's gonna do on confirmed bullish divergence. That's something to keep in mind. I would love us to hold this range down. I do. I really, really do. And again, like people screaming bear market, I get it. I do get it. But you got to think we're only 11% away from the first bear market target around $52,000. I do have a bear market target in around is it $31,000? Yeah. And why is this? This is purely because every single bull run we've ever had going into a bear market, we always have a fake out just below the 0.618786 fib box, and this is what it is from the low to the high that we had. This is where support is, the bear market support. Every single time we always have a wick just below, and that would take us in around $31,000. The reason why I'm saying just be on the side of caution here, why that could not possibly play out at the moment, anyway, is purely because of this decline we've been in. It's quite clearly an ABC structure, and it looks complete. It looks complete. Unlike previous bear markets, you can clearly see here, watch now. I'll show you guys with Elliott Wave. It is another one here. Look, from the top of 2021, we had an A, B, C down here, right? But look how long it took. It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It took like 13 months, a year and 1 month. Okay. But the reason why this one seems to have took so long is because we had them green candles. We had them green candles. As you can see here, we had them 2 green candles there that drove price up for 2 months. And because price drove up for 2 months, you can clearly see we went up 50% nearly. We went up 40%. Really, really nice to the upside. Before having our move to the downside. And then before having bullish divergence on the chart here. You know, we have bullish PA. The lows were holding. The money flow was increasing. But yet we had hidden bullish divergence on the market cipher Bs. So that confirmed the low. This time, why it looks different this time is because we've not had any green candles in between. We've had an ABC to the downside, and if we're gonna get a rally, it has to come from this zone. It has to, because if not, then we're just gonna slip to our bear market targets. So that's something to keep in mind. This is something I sent into the VIP group last summer, and it took this long for it to play out. The TA never lies. The TA is always gonna play out. It's just a matter of when is it gonna happen? When? What's gonna be the reason for it? You know, no one can predict a war. You can't predict it. You know, by the time the war started, the move's pretty much already done. As you can see, like this Iran war, I'm in the Middle East right now. It's been going on for what, 30 something days? That's a whole month. Since then, we've looked like we found a really nice bottom. You see what I mean? So the fear of a war is worse than a war actually happening, because it's the fear that makes people move money. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. That's why people say always buy the fear. So that's something to keep in mind. So the next thing we're gonna check is silver, and then we'll get on to, was it? It wasn't QNT. Someone requested something else. Lina or something. It was, yeah, it was Lina, and then R B and T. Wait, I'm all in on Zebek 30K. Oh, nice, bro. Congrats. I actually don't have any Zebek. I don't know anything about the technology or anything. That's what I said in the video. It's just a pure PA video, price action video. I so feel free to leave a comment of the best maybe people to watch. I've been watching Maximus Crypto, obviously. He's a good friend of mine. I've been watching Rule as well. They do a podcast, right? There's three of them. Rule, Maximus Crypto, and another dude. I don't know who the other guy is. But I watch it every now and again, and I'm just trying to learn a bit about the technology. Again, I don't have much time running the group and making the videos, editing the videos and stuff, so it can be a little bit time consuming. But yeah, if feel free to drop anyone in the comments below if you recommend anyone for Zebek. And is your name Crypto? Yeah, well, I go by Crypto Wamar. It's literally just means crypto. The W means with, and then Ma. So yeah, my name is Crypto Ma, I guess. So silver. Let's have a look at silver. Yeah, I mean, look at it. Did silver come to our short zone, spaghetti? I don't want to say your name because I don't know if you want your name being said. It didn't, did it? It didn't. It didn't come to our, so it front ran it as well. Oh my days, that's crazy. So it front run our short zone. So our short didn't get activated, but if it did get activated, I mean, it came right to support 36% again, 10x leverage, 360%. Man, oh man. Why couldn't it pump another like, how far off were we? 3%. Damn it, man. That's crazy. Crypto with Mo? No, crypto with Ma. um, but yeah, I do think we are gonna be able to take that shot at some point. Did we did we take this long on silver? Did we? I don't know if we did. I don't remember. Let me know if we take this long. I'm not sure. Um, if we didn't, we will long the retest. Let's see where the retest will be. Yeah, the retest will be here. So we would like to long somewhere in around this zone, 66.9. That's somewhere I would like to take a long. No, we didn't take the long. Why didn't we take the long? I don't get it. What? I think because we've just been focusing on QNT and Casper at the moment and Bitcoin. No way. We'll just long the retest anyway. That's not a big problem. The reason why I'm not really fussed about it is because the money flow is still curving to the downside there. Few ups in the green nicely, but you know that money flow is telling us the true story. Turn our Bollinger Bands on. Look where the Bollinger Band is. You know, we didn't have a retest of it either, so you know what? It's a good job we didn't take this long. It's a good job. God's plan, eh? God's plan. Let's see. Let's see if that lines up exactly where the fib box is. And it does as well. It lines up perfectly in between the 0.786 and the 0.87 fib. That is amazing. That's exactly what we want, to be honest. So that's how long. That's how long. That is how long. And to be fair, that moves our stop loss nicer as well, to be honest. It's a nice risk to reward ratio. Very nice risk to reward ratio. Maybe take a screenshot of that. I'm actually going to do that myself right now. I'm going to save that. Awesome. So that is silver. If we have a look at silver on the weekly though, I mean, silver looks amazing on the weekly. We're not even gonna lie. We are coming up to the top of our middle Bollinger Band at the moment, so I do think we might get this retest sooner than we think, to be honest. I wonder if today, with the news in the UK and in Australia, and I don't know what the other country is. I know there's another leader out there that is gonna have another meeting, and gonna address their nation about some issue, what's going on in the world. So I wonder what that's gonna be. I really do. Hopefully, it's not something that's just gonna absolutely nuke the market. So yeah, weekly looks amazing. I mean, weekly looks amazing on silver. Money flow is starting to curve its way up, so in the green. We have a bullish cross there on the Tashikara size. VWAP's going into the green. Incredible. So yeah, we were along the retest. Maybe drop that in the VIP group, Spaghetti, please. Just so I don't forget. If we have a look here on the monthly, monthly is something to be concerned about. Makes sense because the past 2 months, you know, we've been going down. We came back to support though, so I want to take that with a pinch of salt. So the next coin we're gonna check is Lina. I don't think we've ever checked Lina, right? Lina? I don't think I've sent the chart into the VIP group for that. Lina? Do I have anything on Lina? Oh my. What is this coin? Um, who requested this? What happened to it? Can I have like some background knowledge on it, please? Because this looks horrible. Wow. I mean, the daily doesn't look horrible, but like just the chart history does not look great at all. You could play. I don't like doing TA in these coins, I'll be honest, guys, but we will. We will. We can play this range. I mean, not we, but like you can play this range that we're in right now. You can do Bollinger Band to Bollinger Band. It's so simple. The way you can play this is by having, if you trade futures anyway, it's never financial advice, but anytime you come to the bottom of the Bollinger Band, you have a retest of it. So let me show you guys, just for the new guys who are here. See the Bollinger Band tap here? We had a top of the Bollinger Band, we came up to the middle one, then we came back down for the retest. You always want along the retest, every time. The retest, why? Because you will have some kind of bullish divergence here in the market side for these every single time. Every time. It always makes sense. Kind of giving us the pick nipple pattern there as well. Again, I don't make the names up. I'm sorry for the new guys if you've never heard that before, but that's just the name of it, of the pattern on the market side for these. But yeah, you could play Bollinger Band to Bollinger Band. From the bottom of the Bollinger Band to the top one, that is around a 26% move. You can, if you can catch that on 10x leverage, that's a 264% move to the upside. Again, even if it's a coin that's not looking amazing, you can still make good money on it. You know, Veracity is one of the coins that loads of people hate on, and I get it. You know, the team done some really scummy stuff, but it's one of the easiest cryptos to ever trade in history. It's a layer 2 scaling solution that chose over XRP. Oh shoot. Okay. Okay. So when was it chose over XRP? How long ago was that? And again, thank you for the information as well, because that actually really helps a lot. Um, we do have some bull div here on the market side for A's, but we don't have any data for the market side for B's, and I'm not a fan of that at all. That's something I don't like. If we do this, let's see if we can just try and figure out some kind of PA for it, because man, it just it doesn't look great. But again, even if it doesn't look great, it could still can be an A. Yeah, it can be an ABC. It can be. It's not the nicest looking ABC structure in the world, but it can be an ABC structure to the downside. So from the high, we have an A, we have the B, and then we have the C wave. That's just in a huge extension to the downside. The bottom of the Bollinger Band is legit 0.000076. Like, from current price to the Bollinger Band, it's a 79% move. Like, wow. Good morning, Jerry. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, they chose this over XRP. Really? That's so interesting. So interesting. Sometime last year when came on the market, it came with Lina. No way, dude. So it potentially does have some life in it. When did this come on the market? So around the 6th of October. This is interesting, and I mean it's on Coinbase, so you know it's not a scam. Um, but again, they could just easily delist it, to be honest. Let's see. Let's see what TA we can do with it. I'm gonna give it a good shot, but you're testing my skills here. I can't lie. From the top to the low, okay, we have a quite clear pattern here. I mean, it's not bad to be honest. If you look at it from this perspective, we have potential wave 1 to the top of it, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to the upside. How can we calculate the next resistance is by doing a Fibonacci from the B wave to the low, which is quite easy to do, to be honest, from the B wave to the low. And then we'll do this because we'll have a trading setup, have a nice tight stop loss. So as of right now, we want to just hide that. And then we'll take our fib from the high to the low. This should line up in and around that. Yeah. Okay, so wave one should come in around this zone. If we're talking about this on the weekly time frame, if it's gonna have a bounce, it has to have a bounce here. It does. It has to. Like this week, there has to be a green candle. There has to be. And I know my candles are not green. I have them blue and purple. It's just easier to see, especially late at night, when you're charting and trading. This needs to be a good month. It needs to be a good week as well. And if we look here at the weekly time frame, we take if you take I don't like doing TA and things that just don't have market cipher B, but from an Elliott Wave perspective, this is the chart. This is the setup. So if you want to take a long, again, never financial advice at all. I don't like the idea of front running the 0.618 and the Bollinger Band down here, unfortunately. But you would have to have a stop loss before it because that is a huge, huge risk. I mean, that's what 75% to the downside, like I said. I wouldn't even trade this with leverage. I wouldn't. If you're just gonna go with spot, I would start taking some profits around the blue Bollinger Band. So we'll draw a horizontal line here, which is I don't think that's going to be a bad move to the upside, to be honest. I think that's still pretty nice. Around a 72% move, I would take maybe 50% out. And then as we move our way up, I'll start taking like small percentages out, like maybe 10% here, 10% there, 10% here, 10% there. And then obviously, as soon as we get somewhere into near the resistance, that's where I would be fully out of the position. I wouldn't leverage trade this though. I wouldn't, just to be honest. And I normally, I trade leverage all the time. I just don't feel comfortable with the Bollinger Band being this low. It's just an easy magnet for the market makers just to do something like this. As soon as you enter a long position with more than 50K on this, if you put like $100,000 on this right now, I guarantee you'll drive the price up a little bit. And then the market makers will be like, oh yeah, someone's just injected a nice amount of money into the market. They'll bring it right to this Bollinger Band. As soon as it comes to this Bollinger Band, that's it. Then this pattern will play out. It's just how they will do it. And I guarantee if I enter the market on this trade in the US market, I guarantee throughout the whole day during the US market, I'll be in profit. But as soon as it comes into the Asia session at night, they will just rug me. They will just rug me. So I'm not falling for this one. But yeah, that is everything for Lina. Again, you want a 5-way move to this resistance up here around 0.02195. So that's the best I can do for this chart right now, bro, honestly. I don't want to get too technical with it because it's just been in a downtrend. So the next one was shout out Tallahassee in the States. The back video was amazing. Thank you so much. I already said good morning to Jerry. Jerry, if you feel free to drop any coin that you want some TA on, just let me know. The next one is RDNT. I have no idea what this coin is either. RDNT. Is it this? RDNT USDT premium? You know what? We'll just go with the MEXC chart. Oh, is this another coin that's in a massive downtrend? Now, if you guys like these coins that are in these massive downtrends, I guess the risk to reward ratio on them is not horrible, but this looks the exact same. I mean, this one looks even clearer as an ABC to the downside. We will do Algorand next as well for you, Jerry. ABC to the downside. It's the same thing. I mean, literally a carbon copy. Oh, it's RBNT? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look great. Let's change it then. RBNT. Okay, my bad, bro. My bad. Let's check it out. Oh my gosh. You know what? I've done TA on this in the past, I think. Yeah, and it just absolutely fell through to the bearish count. Let's see if we've got another chart for it. GMT. Jeez Louise, some of these projects are awful, man. Are you guys holding this or are you trying to get in this? Is that what it is? And maybe give me a background check of it, like background check of it, because I have no idea what it is. Yeah. E. Wow. That is I see the laughing emoji. Bro, what is this? Holy moly. I don't even bro, please tell me you're not stuck in this. Please tell me you are not stuck in this. Oh my god, like I've I don't I don't know if I want to cry for you, bro, or laugh. Oh my gosh. I, I'm actually lost for words. Um, okay. Let's keep it professional, guys. Wow. You know what? This looks worse than Luna, you know. Oh my gosh. All right. Anyway, from from a bullish perspective, I know quite a few of you guys are laughing, but oh man, this has killed me today. What are these coins that I'm looking at today? Wow. I mean, it's legit a candle. Bro, please, I just want to see the comment. Are you holding this or are you trying to get in this? All you can do is hope. Oh man, I don't know, man. You gotta say quite a few prayers for this one to come alive. That's one thing for sure. But it might do. It might do. So let's check it out. Let's be real. Let's be super serious now. All right. So shit. Um. My gosh. You might just have to give me a few seconds with this one just to digest it. It entered onto the market at 0.04. Still holding. From what price? Holding like from its entry price on the market is down 91% from its entry. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Um, there is some bullish signs though. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. Just looking at it, like I know quite a few people are laughing, and even I was laughing. And I know it's painful to hold a crypto like this. I mean, I don't know because I've not held a crypto like this, but um, yeah. Okay. So we're just gonna ignore the macro right now because clearly the macro is horrible. We don't even want to just dive into that because that's just horrible. We can just simply just stick to the micro instead. So, oh, man, I mean, you're testing me here, guys. From the low to the high. I mean, again, even on this, I think we're front running support. Yeah, we are. So from here, you want to see a five-way move up. I'll be honest, you do. From the low, this is wave one. You want to see a wave two come back in the zone. It's front running it. We don't like that. Maybe a 3, 4, 5 to the upside like this. We have to find some resistance though. We have to. I think the resistance is going to come somewhere in around this wave three. I mean, just logically, it has to, right? From this high to the low, it's the only thing I can really think of. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm bang on right. I mean, I'm just so good at this shit. Um, so from support, I don't. Can you long this? Is this longable? It's on. I know it's on MEXC, but is it on MEXC futures though, or is it only spot? I mean, you can long it on Kraken. You can long it on BTSE. ZoomX you can long it on. So there's quite a few places you can long it on, but I don't think you can even long it on MEXC, and that's never a good sign because MEXC allows you to long shit coins all day because they make good money from people getting liquidated from that. Just some inside information for you guys there. Um, but yeah, let's see. To our next resistance, if it tries to front run a little bit more, I mean, it's got around 2.1% in it to the middle Bollinger Band before having a rejection. I would like it to come back to the zone, the 0.786 and the 0.87 fit. I That's the only place I would long it. If you have it on an exchange and you want to long it, that's the only place I'd long it. And if you're trying to sell it, I think the market's going to give you this chance because we have our Bollinger Band mixed in with our custom Fibonacci's. If you haven't seen our custom Fibonacci video, again, you can check it out for free on YouTube. It's in the course section. Again, it's completely for free. It's just show you how to use custom fibs. These fibs that I'm using are not regular Fibonacci's. These are all custom fibs, and I mean they just work amazingly. But yeah, to get out of this, I don't know where I don't know where you said, but man, I would get out somewhere up here. Not financial advice, of course, but anywhere in this resistance box, I'll make it red for you. Maybe take a screenshot. I mean, not maybe, definitely take a screenshot. This is a zone where I'd like to get out if I was holding this. Because above that, I mean, realistically, you have another resistance from obviously this swing high to the swing low, but when has it broke above the Bollinger Band cleanly? You know, we've only ever had wicks. You know, there's 1, 2, 3 here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 here. There's none of it. Like, look, just one here, just 3 here, 2 there, 1, 2, 3 there as well. So I don't know, man. Each time it gets above the Bollinger Band, the red one, it's always a sign to get out. It is because it just seems like it's just in a massive downtrend, man. And again, I never want you guys getting like holding on to horrible projects. Again, you might want to try and ride this bullish divergence potentially forming on the monthly, but I only see it taking you to this zone still. I do, I do, I do. If it can manage to get up here, you're a lucky boy. Like you're super lucky, but that's just not lining up with anything. This Bollinger Band, it's not even lining up with resistance. So it's screaming false hope. Because if you notice here, right, and this is something to even to the VIP members, look here. The Bollinger Band is on a downtrend here. The Bollinger Band is on a downtrend here. This one's not. This one's just fooling you, making you think, oh yeah, we're gonna tap this zone. But this Bollinger Band isn't showing that at all. It's just it's lying, you know. It's not pointing down. You see how it was going down here? See how this one's going down here? See how this one's going down here? Why is this one deviating? I don't like it. Not a fan of it. But hey, hopefully you can get out, bro. So the next one we're gonna check is it was Algorand, right? I don't really want to check Algorand too much. Was it Jerry? Yeah, Jerry. I don't really want to check Algorand much because I do want to record an Algorand video today and have it out today. So it's kind of like, ah, we'll do it. We'll do it. It just means I'll have to talk about it twice. Yeah, Algorand. Algorand invalidated that bullish setup, which is fine. It's holding the Bollinger Band, to be honest. It's still in the buy zone for spot. Still want to see a really nice move on Algorand, at least 122% to the upside. This is now quite clearly an extension to the downside. Let me just see if this is a 5-way move though. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just need to do some quick maths. 70%. What is this? 76. All right. So it's not a 5-way move. Even though it looks like a 5-way move, it can't logically be a 5-way move. Why? So this is some Elliott wave for you guys. The wave 3 in an Elliott wave, either in an impulse or in a decline, has to be longer than wave 5. It has to be. Wave 5 can never be longer than wave 3. Because if wave 5 is longer than wave 3, then it's a multi 1-2 structure. And what you think is the wave 3 was an extension in, again, the multi 1-2. So this is an ABC correction to the downside. I really, 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 really wanted Algorand to bottom where it was hovering in this zone. But again, it's just had a wick just below. Of course it did. It just had a wick just below the spot buy zone, and the Bollinger Band's just down here. So it's interesting to see. I also noticed something really nice on Algorand as well here, to be honest. So let me just get through this Elliott wave chart for you, and then we will talk exactly what I'm seeing. So an ABC structure again to the downside, and now we look for a low. And it's a really nice start to the week again. Really nice start to the week. The thing that I was saying, what looks really nice in Algorand, and Algorand's one of them projects that we would just continue to look for along in the VIP group as well. If you're interested in joining the VIP group, it is cryptowammal.com. So you guys can check out that. For the bullish scenario for Algorand, this is what I like to see. We're starting to see bullish PA on the chart. Remember the Bitcoin chart? If you were here from the beginning, the Bitcoin chart before it broke out had this exact same setup. The exact same setup. We had the bullish PA on the chart, but we didn't have a confirmed bullish divergence. We had a hidden one. But on here, we have a confirmed one. How do we know this? Because the left cheek, I'm sorry, guys. I know there's quite a few new people here. Well, again, this is just the name of the market side for these structures, okay? If the left momentum wave, aka the butt cheek, I know, I hate it too, but this is a butt cheek and this is another butt cheek, right? If the left butt cheek is sagging lower than the right one, it's called a bullish divergence. And I know it's weird. I don't make the name up for these things, but it's a really good way to remember a bullish divergence against hidden bullish divergence. So we have a bullish divergence over here. Really nice bullish divergence. It's something I've been tracking for a while anyway. So with our bullish divergence, we have bullish PA on the chart as well. And it looks like we're rallying straight back into our zone, right back into our spot buying zone, which is really, really nice. We want to see a five-way move up. Again, the minimum expectation was that 122% earlier on. Obviously, that risk reward ratio is heavily in our favor now. So we would like to see some kind of low in a 1, 2. Hopefully, this is a start of some kind of 3, 4, 5 to the upside. And obviously, in a macro count, we want to see Algorand start to wake up really, really soon. If we have a look here on the monthly time frame, we'll have some bullish divergence starting to form on the monthly. Yeah, as you can see here, we have money flow curving up. We have VWAP going up. We have bullish divergence on the RSIs. We have a hidden bullish divergence on the monthly. That's what we like to see. I do think I have another Algorand chart though. I really do. Maybe check the XE one. No, I don't. That's interesting. I swear I do. This can't be my right Algorand chart. It can't be. But anyway, that is Algorand. I will make an Algorand update today in full detail. So I only want to give kind of a teaser, to be honest, in this video. The next one is gonna be Vet and Vet Theta. Theta. Vet. Let's see what Vet's doing. I've not checked Vet in so long. Let's have a look. Is that the right Vet chart? Let's have a look. Vet. Is there a Coinbase chart? Jeez Louise. I'm excited for. Oh, I like the excitement for Algorand. Thank you. Oh no, I really like Algorand. I made it quite clear numerous times that Algorand is one of the projects that I will continue to hold. I mean, it's incredibly fast. I love using Algorand for just everything within crypto, to be honest. I think it's one of the easiest assets to move crypto around in as well. So is Cardano, to be honest. Cardano's a rarely slept one. Like loads of people like to move their crypto in USDT or whatever. Dude, like, why run the risk of sending your USDT or USDC via the wrong network? You can legit just move it in Algorand or Solana or Cardano, like I've just said. They're so cheap to move your crypto around, and they're accepted on pretty much every exchange. Like most USDT pairings are not. Most USDC pairings are not. So that's something maybe keep in consideration. Because I know quite a few people have lost capital in the past by moving crypto around, and it's just it's so unfortunate that you send it to the wrong the right address but on the wrong network. To completely like avoid all that, you can legit just send your crypto by using Algorand and Cardano and Solana. They're the best ones, in my opinion, anyway. For the bullish count, man, I've not. It doesn't even have custom Fibonacci's for this chart. Here we go. There we go. So yeah, really nice. I mean, I remember taking a long down here. Damn, that was 2024, man. I took a long in 2024, ended up making a 273%. I used 5x leverage, so it ended up being a really, really nice trade. I think I was trading on KuCoin at that time. Man, what a shit exchange. Oh my gosh. Horrible exchange. I would never recommend KuCoin to anyone at all. Um, I again though, very like it's very interesting. Very interesting. It seems like pretty much all these coins are in the same position. Coins, tokens, whatever you want to call them. They're all in the same position, all within this ABC structure to the upside. Before it seems like they want to break out. I've said it numerous times to the group as well. Like many people are crying about altcoins, and I get it. You know, quite a few people missed out on many projects like ZEC, like XLM, like even XRP had a really nice pump earlier on into last year, I think it was as well. Um, what else? There's quite a few that really popped off later on in the year. So them privacy coins did really well. And those are people who are just stuck holding like RWA coins. And I get it, you know. The last run wasn't nice. But again, there's opportunity here because loads of these altcoins, and the exact same thing is with Vet here. If we find our rectangle, we can show you guys exactly where is it? There it is. Where a buy zone is. So we have the range lows over here. Let me turn this off. So we have our range lows down here. This or anything down here is a buy zone. It's a really nice buying opportunity. Buy zone. Why is this? Because when we were down here in 2019, this was a nice accumulation zone. Now we're back in this accumulation zone after raging just above it, having these pumps in between, and now we're back to our common ground. We're back in a really nice zone. I to be honest, I might even pick some up, you know. I might buy a little bit. I might. I might. Because the 0.618 from the previous all-time highs to the bear market lows, let me adjust this because I do think this is a little bit off. Yeah, it is. Just a little bit off. Doesn't make much of a difference, but we want to be professional, guys. So it's in and around a 2,900% move to the upside to the previous all-time high in the bear market lows resistance box. 2,900%. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. And another thing I would like to also say is we clearly have two zones where even if we don't get back up here, which I do think in the future there's a high chance of it doing that, especially if it can just get a good community around it again, and obviously more people can try and find a way to stack some cash. I know the world is basically like against that at the moment with all the wars going on and inflation and all that crazy stuff. But remember, guys, everything that we wanted from last year is happening this year. You know, I know many people wanted the Clarity Act last year. We didn't get it last year. We're gonna get it this year, and it seems like we're gonna get it soon. Many people wanted the staked Ethereum ETF last year. I wanted it last year. I wanted it in October. Exactly when they said the deadline was October, and it didn't happen. Because the U.S. government shut down, and then you know, then we wanted a new Fed chair, and now we're getting a new Fed chair. I think in the next 2 months. So everything that we wanted from last year, it seems like we're getting it this year. And last year we had hidden bullish divergence on the monthlies. Now this year we have confirmed bullish monthly divergences pretty much confirmed. So have they just really just stretched this market out as long as they can to cause max pain? Like I said in, I think it was 2 live streams ago, and I know Spaghetti was here for that. And we spoke about it quite a bit in the VIP group as well, where we were saying if BlackRock don't want you to succeed in this market, they're not gonna let you be successful in this market. Why? You got to think about it logically, right? These guys basically own every single thing in the world. They basically own everything. Think about it. They genuinely do own basically everything in the world. Why are they gonna allow a random 18-year-old girl or a 16-year-old boy to have a better average in an asset class than them? They're not gonna allow it. They never will. They never have in any other asset class in the world. Why are they gonna allow it with crypto? They're not gonna do it. So with all these Ethereum, with all these ETFs, with Ethereum, with Bitcoin, with even Solana and all them other things, it's allowed them to control the price in ways that we've never seen before because they don't have to do it through the order books. They can just do it through that ETF. So I know I also spoke about it again in the previous live stream. If you have 50 in and around 50% volume on an ETF throughout the year, that means you're going to be in the profit at some point. You're going to be in a loss at some point. But by the end of the year, you're basically going to be in and around the same range you started the year. So it feels like, oh, but the market's gone up at this point or it's gone down at this point, but we're still in the same range. That's what they're doing. They're just clearing out liquidity. They're clearing out retail. That's what they want. And you may not like the sound of that. And, even I don't like the sound of it, but they're not going to allow the average Joe Schmo to win. They're not going to do it. They're not going to allow it. So this is why you're seeing many of these projects come back to their lows. Why? So that these guys can start having another Ethereum or staked Bitcoin or whatever ETF they want. And they will do it for that. They will do it for Chainlink. They will do it for all these other projects. This is what they're doing. And they've even done it with meme coins. Like, I think Pepe's got an ETF and I think Bonk's got an ETF. And like, why do meme coins have ETF, guys? Come on. Come on. Think about it. Really think about it. Why do they have ETFs? Because they're trying to make this market appealing to the boomer generation, because the boomer generation are basically the only generation at the moment with a lot of money. So that's something to keep in mind. Because loads of them have got a lot of money in their 401ks. To anyone who's from the US, anyone who's from the UK, they got a lot of money in their trust funds or in their stocks or bonds for their kids. They want that money in circulation. They don't want just that money chilling in safe haven assets. Because you guys have seen what gold and silver have done. I think gold dumped so much 2 weeks ago that if you translated that into Bitcoin, Bitcoin would have been dead. The market dropped market cap wise. So just remember, even though people love these assets, these are still babies in the grand scheme of things compared to the stock market, compared to the UK 30, the JP, was it JP 30 as well, or JP 50? Like, there's so many other assets out there in the world that are just so old, gold and silver too. Like, they're gonna play with you guys. They're just gonna annoy you guys, and this is why I always say, just if you're a holder, buy and forget. Just buy and forget. Put it on your Trezor, Ledger, Phantom wallet, or whatever wallet you use, and just forget about it. Just like how all these boomers done back in the day with their gold and silver. They just bought it and they just forgot about it. It pays off. It pays off in the end. It's very, very frustrating though. Um, for another sell zone that you could have is from obviously the high over here to the low. That's a nice sell zone. And obviously then we have the B wave as well. So realistically, there's quite a few sell zones that you can have for that. And you have this one here. So anywhere in this buy zone, it's a nice accumulation zone, whether you're buying on spot. Yeah, set and forget. Exactly, Jared. It's the right mentality to have. If you're buying on spot anyway, if you're a futures traders like pretty much everyone in my group, we trade futures and we also do spot. And for the people who are in the group, I always tell them, like, if you're in spot, just buy and forget. Buy and forget. We have a rule that we stick by, and I know like pretty much every single one of them stick by it. We always like to allocate a certain amount of the profits that we make from our spot, from our futures, and allocate it to spot. Because futures, yeah, it can be hard. Many people know that it can be hard. But like when you've got money from making, when you make money from futures, you've put money in to basically trade that asset on leverage. That's all it is, right? Then you take that profit and you just put it on spot, and then the spot will work for you, which is the main thing in crypto. That's the main thing. So yeah, the next targets that we want to see is at least a nice move to the previous support that we had, which is around a 97% move, then 140%, Then we have a 229% there to the resistance of the B wave from the high of the B wave to the low that we've just had, which is the minimum expectation around 230%. Maximum for that is around 300%. So either way, it's showing the exact same thing, the exact same structure over here. This is the weekly as well. The weeklies are bullish. And you know what? I sent another chart into the VIP group. Spaghetti, please don't say it. But it's a chart that I sent on the weekend. I sent it on Sunday. And I said, it's funny that no one in crypto was talking about this chart. But in 2019, everyone was talking about this chart. And all of a sudden, everyone's forgot this chart. Everyone's forgot it. And that chart looks incredible. On the was it the weekly or the monthly? It was one of the two. It looks incredible on it. And no one's talking about it. And I don't want to post about it because then all these I'm sorry if there's any kids watching, shitfluencers start copying. I'm not doing it. I don't want that to be ruined. It's took over a year for that chart to look good. Over a year. And it's in support now. And this is why these altcoins are having their setup. Every single one of them basically having the exact same setup. Why? Because of this one chart. This one chart, man. It's insane. It's insane that people are forgetting one of the most important charts in crypto. And quite a few people don't even know what it is. Exactly, secret sauce. We love it. We love that secret sauce. So that's something to also keep in mind as well. Our prime minister just spoke, just about trying to save fuel, nothing else. What? Wait, what time is it now? I think the prime minister of the UK is speaking now as well, because it is 1:40 here. I think the UK is 3 hours behind me. Yeah, their clock's changed over the weekend as well, so he's talking right now too. Um, I don't know if any of you guys can check that real quick. Anything that he's saying, maybe check Twitter. And maybe report back. That would be very much appreciated. Because again, during these live streams, I can't see anything, unfortunately. What's going on news wise. But yeah, that's VeChain. VeChain is showing the exact same setup as the previous other altcoins that we've checked. And again, like I said, I like it. They're all following this ABC structure to the downside. It can't be a 5-way move because, like I said, the wave 3 has to be longer than the wave 5. And it's not. It can't be a 5-way move to the downside. Impossible. Literally impossible. So that's that. The next one was Theta. And I'm sorry we were rambling on quite a bit there, but I mean, that was important. We don't really check Theta, really. I think I had one position on Theta, that's why I have this on the chart. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do some TM Theta. To be honest, these are all charts that I can just add into the VIP group anyway. I don't think we have a Theta chart in there, so that's something important, to be honest. What is your thoughts on QNT's future? My thoughts on QNT's future is, again, it's just an idea at the moment. We have to see how the whole CBDC thing plays out. The main reason why I got into quant, to be honest, many years ago, is not because of the CBDCs. I'm not a fan of them, and I've always been open about that. I'm not a fan of CBDCs. But I understand why quant's doing it. I understand if we are gonna get CBDCs, then it seems like quant's gonna be the way. It's gonna be either quant or Chainlink. So whether you like Chainlink or not, Chainlink looks like it's gonna be the rival for QNT, and some people may not think they're in the same space, but for this, they kind of are, man. They kind of are. It's a battle between them. It's a battle between them. So I don't think it's a bad idea to own either or have both projects um in your crypto arsenal. So that's something to maybe keep in mind. But from the standpoint of just connecting the blockchain, I love that. I absolutely love that. That's the thing that made me fall in love with QNT. To be able to have something that connects Ethereum. Ethereum is what, the second biggest blockchain in the world to Bitcoin, but it's the most used blockchain in the world. Come on. Come on. Something has to be able to connect it to everything else. And if it's gonna be Quant, let's fucking go. If it's gonna be Chainlink, let's go. If it's gonna be XRP, which I'm not a fan of XRP at all. I'm sorry if anyone owns XRP, but I really don't like XRP. I'm not a hater of it, but I just don't like it. But if it's going to be XRP, let it be XRP. You know, whoever wins that battle, I mean, they've absolutely killed it. They've killed it in the game. So QuantNet's huge. I know QuantNet's huge. Quant Fusion 2.0 always huge. Fusion 2.5 is huge. We already know what Gilbert Verdian's like. He's such a pioneer within the blockchain space as well. That's why he's probably leading the race for, I would just say, the future of blockchain, and maybe the CBDCs do become a thing in the next 10 years. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I would rather have crypto as a whole, as just that whole sector. That's just me personally. I don't like the idea of governments getting involved. That's why I'm not a huge fan of CBDCs or ETFs. I'm not a fan of them. The only ETF I really like, is the staked Ethereum ETF. Why? Because they have to drive the price up of Ethereum for that. Because they have to own the Ethereum to stake it themselves for ready, so it's ready for the people that buy it from them. So that's the thing with the staked Ethereum ETF. That's why you're starting to see a huge outflow on their spot ETF, and that's why you're starting to see huge outflow on the futures ETF, because they don't care about it anymore. They care about this staked ETF, and it's the only thing you should really care about within crypto if you're in Ethereum or anything that's built on Ethereum, which is, I think, what, over 60% of all assets within the crypto space are built on Ethereum. And now Ethereum's so cheap to be able to move stuff in. Are you insane? That's crazy. You know, in 2019, to move like 2 Ethereum, it was like nearly half an Ethereum to move, especially from freaking KuCoin. That's why I say I don't like KuCoin at all. I think KuCoin was the biggest scam in the crypto space, especially in the earlier days. Like, I've lost quite a few Ethereums along the way, just the fees back in the day because of KuCoin. It's absolutely horrible. So that's what I think of just the crypto space in general. But again, for QNT, the price action looks nice. As long as the price action stays above $50.23, we have nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Once we break that, then that's when I'll start having to show the bearish chart on the YouTube channel, which the VIP group know where that leads us to, which isn't healthy, but that's the same with every asset. You know, if Ethereum ends up losing, I think it's $700, Ethereum would just get literally zapped $300. So that's what the bears would want. But suppose holding. Let's be positive, guys. So for Theta, we don't even have this chart in the VIP group, so let's do some TA in it from now so that we can have it in the chart. In the chart. So very nice rally in the previous. When was this now? Previous bull run. I mean, it was a late bloomer, wasn't it? It was a very late bloomer. Very late bloomer, but it topped early though. It seems like it done all its work in what? 1, 2, 3, in 4 weeks. So within a month, it pretty much done all its move. If we go to the monthly candle, it'll give us a better story as well for it. Let's have a look. Yeah. Wow. I mean, look at it. That 1 month. Holy moly. I can't wait for cryptos to do this again. That's 400% in a month. Oh my gosh. You know, if Ethereum does like 400% in a month, it'll be at like $11,000, I think. Let's see. Just quickly. I don't think it'll be far off. Unless my maths is absolutely horrible. It's going to be somewhat crazy though, isn't it? 400%. Yeah, around $11,000, guys. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Theta, man, that was a nice rally. Very nice rally. Um, and something like that ever happen again though? That's the only thing we have to question. There's just so many crypto assets out there right now that I'm not a huge fan of. And obviously they've sucked liquidity out of the market, especially Trump coin that sucked so much liquidity out of the market. Melania sucked so much out the market as well. That was one of the main. I honestly do think that's one of the main reasons why, you know, quite a few people were stuck holding a bag during 2025, and some are still holding a bag in 2026 for quite a few assets. And if you bought Melania and Trump, I think Trump went to what, 40 something dollars. If you were buying that shit at like 30 something dollars, man, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for you, man. Because I don't know if it's gonna go back there. Hopefully it does one day. I really do hope so. Um, but yeah, anyway, for the TA for this, the monthly looks nice. I just wanted to have a quick look at the monthly. Even though I was talking, the monthly looks nice. Let's go to this. So quite clearly we have a wave 1, a wave 2, a really nice wave 3, decline in a 4 and a 5 to the upside. That is such a nice wave three. I mean, that's got to be one of the nicest wave threes we've seen. Yeah, 2000% for a wave three. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And then it's such a nice chart, to be honest. I mean, just for TA wise, you have your buy zone right here. This is when people are like, oh, it's dead, it's flat, there's no point in being in Theta, crypto's so bad, why am I in crypto? Boo hoo, all that kind of rubbish. That's this zone. Let's see. And then we have our ABC here. A, B, C, right into this zone. Makes sense. Really nice sense, to be honest. It is a really nice shot to do TA on, to be honest. I didn't think it was going to be. I really didn't. I really didn't think it would be a nice shot to do TA on, but it is. It really is. But to say that it went from $15 to 0.15, that's brutal, guys. I can't lie. That is very, very damn brutal. And then from here, like I said, this is a buy zone. All of this is a buy zone. We can move this up a little bit now. Yeah. I mean, realistically, we're in that buy zone still. We've had a few fake outs along the way. But with this move, many people would have got trapped in this because many people think, oh, this is an ABC to the upside. Not this time. This is a WXY. Really nice, sharp Y wave. Many people would have thought, okay, this is the bottom. And I would have seen why, to be honest, because it looks like a 1, 2, then a 3. Then you would have loved the 4 to come around here. And then you would have loved the 5 to break up here. But as you can see, the market had different ideas. And unfortunately, it done this. And why is that so significant? That is so significant because if you take this trend, if you take this fib from the high to the low we had, you can see we came straight into resistance. We came into our resistance box and it just absolutely moved down. So it was complete fake out, complete fake out. Even this is a fake out. So it didn't hold support. Look why this would have faked so many people out. Because down here is, I guarantee this is the way for support. I guarantee it. Watch this, guys. Watch how crazy TA is. Let me just hide our rectangle just for now. Where the wave 4 is, I guarantee that's where the support for the wave 4 is. But because it was a WXY, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside. Oh, thank you for stopping by, Spaghetti. I keep you guys updated in the VIP group. If there's anything from this video, from this live stream that you want updated in the group, then just let me know as well. And if there's anything I said, please can you drop into the group? Can you also do that if you don't mind? Thank you so much. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I know it's pretty late over there now, so hope you have a good evening. So yeah, let's draw this fib. I guarantee it. I guarantee it is from the wave 2 to the wave 3. I knew it. I knew it. So it came right to the 0.87 fib. Had a reaction to it. So many people would have got suckered into thinking, oh yeah, we're breaking out now to the upside. There's always one last resistance box every single time, and the resistance box was hit. And it came right to our 0.786 before having that rejection. And then from there, now we've had, to be honest, this is a 5-way move to the downside. This is, I mean, it's so clear and obvious as well. This is a 1, a 2. The wave 3 so sharp, 4 and a 5 to the downside. There's no way that this wave 3 is shallower than the wave 5. We can check though. I just don't think it is. Basically 80%. There's no way this is 80%. It is. No way. So it might be an ABC. It might be an ABC. Let's make sure though. It is. No way. Wait, 84? That's crazy. So even this, it doesn't look the same as the other altcoins. It doesn't look like the other altcoins, but it's still following the ABC structure. No way. That surprised me. That really surprised me, to be honest. That really surprised me. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So this is an ABC to the upside. See how this one's a WXY? And you would have liked this to continue to the upside in a 5-way move. Well, unfortunately, that didn't happen for the Bulls. And for the Bears, they suckered people in here. And again, they suckered people in here. In an ABC to the upside. And then this has to be a WXY to the downside. It can't be an ABC, just looking at it. I know I just said it was an ABC, but it can't be, man. It's too. This last wave is too deep, because this would have to be WXY as well, and we're not gonna have two WXYs back to back. This is a one, two, three, four, five. So that is the 5-way move there. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. One, two, three, four, five. So that is the 5-way move. All we needed to do was find a 5-way move within this whole chart, and we did. That's nice. So here is the ABC, and this will be the WXY. So there we go. Sorted. Sorted. That's kind of crazy. WXY to the downside. Now you have to look for a low. You have to. How do you determine when that a project is finished? There's invalidations on every asset, and invalidations are always the supports from the high to the lows. So for, let's look at like Ethereum. Have to look at like a very weird Ethereum chart, I guess. No, I'll show you with Ethereum, but basically for Theta, that's basically it. I'll cover it back in 1 second as well. So if they're Ethereum, as you can see here, right? To know a coin is completely over, you would like to just down here, all this down here. Okay, just a little bit below. There we go. All right. So every coin or token has support. Every single one of them. As you can clearly see, Ethereum has quite a few supports along the way. And these are areas where we like to pull our fibs from for taking long trades. And for at the top, these are where we like to take our fibs to find shorts. Especially if we're looking at the weekly anyway, and the weekly is so important for every asset. For Ethereum, once it breaks below $903, there's basically nothing in between stopping it from going from there all the way down to the next line of support, which is $796. And then once it loses that, then it's only got $355. And once it's broke below $355, the next support is $72. So that's how you know when a coin's dead. It loses the support zones. It can have back tests, and if this ever happens to Ethereum, I generally would just jump off a building. I'm not joking. I'm joking, but if Ethereum dies, pretty much every altcoin dies with it. Like I said, Ethereum has pretty much all assets on it. Has over 60% of the crypto space within Ethereum. So if Ethereum does something like this, right, it has its highs now forever, which I pray to God it doesn't. Oh my gosh. So they're the highs that we need to take out as of right now. This whole range around here are the lows that we have to hold. If we just continue to chop in this range that many people think we actually are, we're just bouncing in this range for a while before we eventually get our fake out. Someone's saying we're going to get this fake out. I don't think we're going to get this fake out like all the way down here, and then we're just going to bounce. I don't see that happening. But even there's another scenario that loads of people are following as well, where we're in this range for, I mean, let's be honest, we've been in this range for over 4 years. So we've been in a 4-year accumulation zone for Ethereum. And if you had a grid bot, you could have had the grid bot. Anytime it comes into the lows, you can buy. Anytime it comes in near the highs, it sells automatically for you. In the middle, we have the POC, the point of control. So this is where the bulls and the bears have to defend. If they lose this middle ground, which is the point of control, that's where the price is just going to have a quick move to the downside. Or if they break it to the upside, this is where the price is going to have a quick drive to the upside, straight into the resistance box. If it loses it, then it goes straight into the resistance, into the support box. It's quite easy, and it's quite simple to just follow crypto like that. So when you have your range boundaries set, you know where support and you know where resistance is. If you lose support, then you always look, let's draw our support again, where support is, which is in around these zones. If we have a wick, like we're going down right now in an ABC, but if we have a 4 and a 5, then we have to start looking for the next move to be an A, B, C to the upside. And if it's going to be an ABC, then we're going to have a 5-way move to the downside, and then it's dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, and that's how you know a coin's dead. If we end up having a 5-way move up, 5-way move down from the all-time highs, and then we have an ABC to the upside, which we can't crack back above this support, support becomes resistance. That's why it's called a support resistance flip. Man, I'm giving away so much freaking alpha right now. But yeah, that's why it becomes a support resistance flip. And if you can't flip support, which was, if you can't flip resistance, which was previously support, you're gonna have a 5-way move to the downside, and that's when it's dead. There's nothing saving it from there. Nothing. From a PA standpoint, every coin in history or every asset in history, it's always died. It's always died when it's done that every single time. So that's how when you know a project's dead. And every coin has its invalidations. Like every coin or every token has its invalidations. Every single one of them. Just like every single stock. That's why when you see some stocks that will drop from like, let's say $53, if it drops below like $37, and let's say $37 is like here, once it drops below that, that's when like it'll grind down slowly. And then as soon as it gets to the zone, many people are like, oh yeah, it's starting to chill out now, starting to chill out now. Has a little pump, because that's called an exit liquidity pump, and that's when they drive it down, and that's when they just say, okay, guys, this is where the whales got out, who just got in on maybe a 50x leverage long over here. Like they just got in a 50x leverage long, basically sold all their tokens. They got in, boom, a really nice 50x leverage long, and then they just absolutely sent it to zero. Well, not to zero, but like near zero, like maybe $20, $30, $10, depending on obviously what asset it is. But yeah, that's how when you know a project's dead, because they just like to play that range. With Ethereum, we've been following the trend line as well. Quite a few people have been tracking this trend line, where we've had a tap of this trend line. Every single time we've tapped this trend line, we've gone to an all-time high, or very close to an all-time high, or a significant rally. We tapped it here, we had a really nice rally. We came straight back down. We came back to it again, we made an all-time high. We came back down to it. Are we going to do another all-time high? Because we've not had that massive breakout yet. We've had an all-time high on Ethereum for 100, I think it was 118 minutes. This was an all-time high for. I remember. I watched Ethereum go to an all-time high. I was literally watching it on the chart. I went to have a shower. By the time I come back from the shower, it was already crashing. And that was it. That was it. That leads us to where we are today. And this is why, for Ethereum, we're tracking it as an ABC structure, because it's corrective. An A, a B, and a C to the downside. And we're holding the previous lows. So if you draw a Fibonacci from the low to the high, guess where we are? We are currently in support. We had one wick below, straight to our trend line. And the reason why we're having a little bit of resistance right now is because we are currently at the 0.786 Fibonacci. And that's why TA is king. And it always will be king. So I'm probably going to do 2 more projects and then get out of here, guys, because I've still got videos I need to make for today. So maybe drop 2 more projects that you want. Don't forget to smash that like button as well. It really does mean a lot. So yeah, drop maybe 2 more projects that you want me to check. Please don't make them horrible coins or horrible tokens. That would be very much appreciated. But yeah, while we're at that, I'll check the SPX. Yeah, the SPX is trying to bounce here. The most oversold it's ever. I think it's been in over 50 years. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. The most oversold SPX has been in over 50 years, guys. Wow. Okay, we'll check Cosmos, and yeah, we'll check. All right, we'll check them too, and then we'll call it a day. Because I got videos I need to make, guys, and it's already what 2:03 here, so it's getting pretty late, man. And I need to eat food. So I've been tracking this SPX chart for a while, and I said if we get any bounce anywhere in this zone, it'll be bearish. Why? Because we've not broke this trend line. We've not been able to break this trend line for a year now. Wait, it's April 1st today. Happy April 1st, everyone. For my Jewish brothers and Christian brothers, happy Passover. Yeah, as you can see, ended up rallying nicely, really, really nicely. I appreciate everything, bro. I appreciate you guys for spending your time with me today. Really do appreciate it. And thanks for watching all the videos, guys. Honestly, it means a lot because man, there was a part in I think it was last month where we were just averaging like maybe 100 or 200 views on some videos, and I was just like, yeah, it's pointless me doing this right now. I might as well just keep it to the VIP group and just keep them updates for them guys. So yeah, I do appreciate you guys so much. And 03 in the US. Bro, I used to live in the US, so I understand the time zone differences are crazy. So thank you for spending your morning with me. And God bless you too, bro. God bless you too. God bless you, man. It is a holy week, and man, what a holy week it is. Yeah, our support remains the exact same for the SPX. I don't know what's gonna cause it to dump this low. I don't. Just like sometimes, like on the Bitcoin chart, you don't know what's gonna cause it to bottom. What is gonna be the thing that drives it down here at some point in the future? It doesn't have to be like in the next year or so, but I guarantee you, in the next 10 years, we're gonna be back down into one of these support zones. We are. We are. Every single time in history, we always have these dumps. We had it here, we had it here, we had it over here, this is the daily time frame. If we have a look here on the weekly, we have these big sell-offs. We have these big sell-offs every now and again. Every couple of years, we always have it. What is this one? 36%. What's this one? Basically 30% again. What's this one? 21%. So this is the best performing is like in history. I generally think in history, the last pullback that we had on the SPX was the best in history. And I do think if we can hold this support zone, I think SPX is going to get one more high. One more. One more high before it has whatever it needs to do to the downside. Is it going to be a global recession? I don't know. Is it going to be a big, massive scale war? I don't know. I don't know. But the charts just they signal that if we hold this zone, we got one more high. If we don't hold this zone, we're coming back to the support zone. And what is this move so far to the downside? Only 9%. If we drop that, what is it? 30% on average, we're back in that support zone. Again, we're back in that support zone from our high. So again, keep that in mind for the SPX. That is huge for the SPX. Huge, huge, so huge for the SPX and just huge for the global economy as well. Um, Yeah, that's SPX. I do want one more high though. I do. I think this pullback here is really nice. Nice quick flush of liquidity. Oh, there's a big war in Iran. Yeah, there's a big war in the with the US and Iran, Israel, and all the other NATO countries now want to get involved or whatever. And then boom, they send it up one more time, and that's it for maybe half a year, and just bring it down and just yeet it back to the all-time highs one more time. So that's something for the SPX. Cosmos, we'll check. I think we checked Cosmos in the previous video, in the previous market update, I should say. Yeah, we did. We did. I think we did. Yeah. Did we? I don't know when this is from. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It is. I said again, this is one that I said I'm not long in. This is one where I said I'm buying spot. If I'm gonna buy spot, I would start buying spot in this zone, and I wouldn't buy any spot lower than the red line. So that's for me, that's the buy zone. And the take profit for this is $10.1, $15.7, $28.8, and 35.7. So I think we gave this in the previous live stream that this is something I don't want to long. This is something that I just want to look to buy in spot maybe in the future. I don't have any at the moment, but there's a really nice zone here. You have your invalidation. The invalidation is below this line. This red box, I should say, which is in and around $1 to be bang on $1.478. That's your invalidation for spot buying. This isn't a future position, so it doesn't even matter if it tags it. I wouldn't buy any lower than that because once you start to lose 50% of this wick, that's when the market starts to get really, really ugly. So at the moment, it's holding the nice, I would say, sport range at the moment, and the focus is higher. So that is Cosmos. I know it's a bit of a short day, but you are kind of in just a consolidated period of time, and you want a really nice wave three. Whether this wave three is going to be in a traditional wave three, or this is just going to be a massive WXY to the upside, and then that's it. Then it has a 5-way move. Again, you don't want it to have a 5-way move to the downside, but I'm saying it could. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The downside. It basically brings us back to the exact same range we're in right now. So you want to look for a really nice pump. over the next coming few months, especially on the weekly. The weekly looks really, really nice, to be honest. The weekly looks so nice. Waiting for a confirmed bullish divergence there. We don't have it just yet, but we're waiting for it. And the last coin or token of the day is Cetus. Cetus? Yeah, Cetus. I don't know what this is, bro. Oh, it's another one of these coins that are in a downtrend. Here it is. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this isn't great. This isn't great. Let's see though. Let's see. Because again, for Elliott Wave, is this gonna be a 5-way move to the downside, or is it gonna be a 3-way move to the downside? I think it might be a 3-way move to the downside. I think this wave 1 is longer than the wave 3. Let's see. 83%. Ooh, no. It's a 5-way move. It is. Wow. So this coin is, man. It's a Sui coin. Damn. Yeah, makes sense why it's had a 5-way move to the downside, bro. Makes sense. This isn't a 3-way move, unfortunately. That's not great. That's not great. Because then the next move, oh, I don't see it happening, man. I don't. Because typically now, what you would want is to find a low somewhere in this zone, and then you would like to have an ABC to the upside, an A, B, and a C to the upside. But I don't even think it would reach the 0.618. I don't. I really don't. That's not healthy at all. The next key zone that you would want is this, but this would be a WXY. Yeah, this would be a WXY from our lows, WXY. Because no matter what, the next move has to be a 3-way move because this is a 5-way move to the downside. And I know I've not counted this wrong because we just worked it out together. And this is shorter than this, even though it doesn't look like it, but it's just because it's so high up, you know. Wow. I don't know what these coins are, bro, but I don't know. How do you find these coins? It's crazy. Very crazy. Like, if you see any of these coins, like, please let me know so that I can show it, like, early. Yeah. Wow. So to the upside, if we have a rally to our previous highs over here, which again is literally the top of the wave two, man. I mean, it's a 1000% move to the upside and a 1800% move to the upside. So they would be your targets. I wouldn't bank on it. I really won't bank on it. The RSIs are not healthy. Let's just turn on the regular RSIs because let's just see. Yeah, I mean, it's not healthy, man. It's not healthy. They're basically mimicking each other. Like our stochastics here, it's basically copying our regular RSI, but our stochastics are so high and the price is so low. Ah, man, I'm not a huge fan of this one, bro. I can't lie. I'm not a huge fan of this. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up here. You know what? We'll end with Bitcoin. We can't end on one of these coins, bro. I'm sorry. We'll end with Bitcoin. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin's still bouncing from support. It's really looking nice on the weekly. We have a bullish cross here on the weekly here for Bitcoin as well, to be honest. We will finish with Bitcoin. Weekly bullish divergence on the RSI is really, really nice here. Hidden bullish divergence there on the market side for Bs. Our Elliott wave structure, I showed you guys earlier. We're looking really, really nice. I think that we need to break on Ethereum is, where is our breaker line? Our breaker line is Our breaker line is $111. Once we break $111, we have nothing in between us from all-time highs. Until then, there is huge selling pressure, but we are now looking to find a bottoming zone that we're in right now. And we want to see a 5-way move to the upside at least. And if not, it's going to be a B wave with a C wave to the downside, which will take us to them bear market targets from earlier on in the video. So thank you so much, guys, for watching today's live stream. If you're interested in joining the Crypto Wamal community, check it out. It is literally, I think it works out like $2.30 per day, something like that. I think it's like $2.30 per day. If you think this content is worth more than $2.30 per day, then just check it out. I'll leave a comment about it, and we will. Again, I told you guys we'll be doing live streams every Wednesday. Every Wednesday we'll be doing a live stream, and every Sunday we'll be doing a VIP live stream, teaching you guys more so how to trade and what charts I really like at the moment and what I'm really tracking. So we'll do that. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in today's videos. I think today's videos might be a Casper video and it might be an Algorand video. So keep an eye out. I don't know if any of you guys like Casper in here. I don't know if you guys like Algorand, but I think they're the ones for today. I think we'll do a Zebek video tomorrow. I think we'll do a Q&T video tomorrow as well. The Crypto Wamal website is pinned as well there in the chat. It is Passover today, so a huge holiday for us, Christians, and for the Jewish community as well. So I hope you guys have an awesome Passover. Thank you for stopping in today. You guys are absolutely awesome, and I hope to see you guys in the videos later on. Jesus loves you all. Adios. Thanks, mate. Learning more. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.